Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the first stand, 2025 Day 5.
History, and it was Umpty that pulled that final trigger. If there's ever more pressure than that, it doesn't exist in my book. So all of the naysayers, you've had some points, honestly, like throughout this tournament, but maybe not today.
Peanut is dead?
No, he's not. He respawned.
Well, he was dead.
Huh.
And I suppose we're going to replay what happened there.
No, I don't want to replay. I don't want to replay. Can we request no replay? I want you to try and surmise how this happened. Okay, we're going to replay.
I don't have to anymore, but no summoners otherwise used, and he just, I mean, yeah, it's Pantheon level 1. Okay, big win here for Team Liquid, and
Yun gets
picks up for APA to get before teleporting back himself. He went Comet. And so that's going to allow him to, with those early short fuses, trade really well.
Oh dear. Umpty already lit on fire here as the Vault Breaker comes down. Undertow going to be flashed out of the way of. So Umpty will survive for now as the handshake just barely going wide. Viper already down to about...
Beat a Draven that hard with Callista. Go find the Kale. I bet you can win that one super hard.
You're definitely going to win that one. That being said, I mean, the Callista matchup into Draven should be really hard for Callista, but it isn't actually the case, as, of course, this Callista did manage to get that first blood. Now also
lane swaps in the traditional early game sense have been removed from the game, but you can still swap later on and do things like this. So a good tempo move from TL now.
Oh dear, there's a handshake. It's very polite, but maybe not so much, as Delight is going to be able to at least escape for the moment. Does get into the mists.
It was a firm handshake, Atlas.
That was a very firm handshake. That's the kind of one where obviously the dad doesn't want you dating his daughter. Is okay. Peanut diving forward, finds the cease and desist, but Yun gets underneath his turret, and now the grand Skyfall comes down. Umpty going to be able to grab Peanut one more time for the second kill. We're getting close to picking up one of these feats of strength as Viper not going to get caught by the ultimate from this Renata. And they are going to be able to disengage, but not without losing their jungler.
Yeah, that was that.
Right now, I wonder whether, now that he's been in North America for a while, he's got a good Owen Wilson impression. As Peanut going to be pushed away, but I don't think loses out on that one. Flash used by Viper here to avoid the handshake. And Umpty and Peanut just continuing to fight. Smite going to be utilized there as Umpty just dives on top. And these health bars were already low. Peanut in trouble, and he's dead again!
This is looking really rough here for Hanwha Life Esports. Another kill goes over to Team Liquid here. This because he has no resources here, and this is giving Zeus some free scaling, and he's just getting through the laning phase for free. But that might not be enough later on when the Yun is starting to get big, APA is getting bigger, and Umpty is just making plays everywhere as they get more plays topside.
Zeus might kill Impact here, though. This could be a bit of a problem as Impact trying to get himself away, but he's still skewered. And Zeus grabs the kill. Yun gonna be moving down here, looking to try and grab some revenge for his top laner. As Delight now to get dove on. I think Zeus might be dead, ladies and gentlemen. Does have divine intervention, but sometimes even the gods cannot save you. And Yun gonna be able to pull those sticks out, and that's gonna grab that kill. Peanut could be in trouble as well as Yun is dancing around with that martial poise. Grabs a double now on this Callista, and that satchel's gorgeous! Never doubt APA.
Yesterday, this is what we were all asking for. Play for Prio, play for the map.
And they even got the Ziggs, and then it was Yun playing it.
I know. And this is why everyone's like, why isn't APA playing it?
Yeah.
Watch him play it.
And we're still even more quizzical because now that he is playing it, it's looking great.
Yes. And I mean, look.
Oh, and it's a Cloud Soul.
It's a Cloud Soul.
It's my day today. As, all right, Zeka is going to get pushed into APA. Mega Inferno Bomb comes down. It's a fair bit of damage onto Delight, but that is going to be the ulti, and Delight should just die here as Umpty just combos him down. Zeka could be in trouble now as well as CoreJJ comes through. That's looking great.
Yes, and I mean, look.
Oh, and it's a Cloud Soul.
It's a Cloud Soul.
It's my day today. As, all right, Zeka is going to get pushed into APA. Mega Inferno Bomb comes down. It's a fair bit of damage onto Delight, but that is going to be the ulti, and Delight should just die here as Umpty just combos him down. Zeka could be in trouble now as well as CoreJJ comes through. The handshake is going to be landed, but Umpty is in turret range, does manage to walk out as Peanut, a little bit anemic at this point in time. Zeka unable to walk up, but still throwing the spell flux through.
Yun's here.
Oh, okay, Zeka actually taking a lot of damage now, trying to realm warp his way out. Will be able to escape for now and takes Peanut with him.
My God, that was so close. Zeka just barely gets his way out of that one. super close to being another kill, going over to this 4-kill Callista, but even still, things looking dire. Viper tried to ult in there and pick up one of those kills because he so desperately needs a cash in, but he's not able to secure it. And that's really the big issue for me here, beyond all the other
here.
That's true.
In Zeus versus Impact.
With Kana happening just yesterday.
Yep.
And this feels very Khan-esque to just pull out the Kale in a game like this.
Yeah.
If you've been watching Khan back in his older days, especially his time on D+ Kia, where some shenanigans did ensue, but he hits level 11, has his Rage Blade online, and is looking to start to become a big terror, but we're not there just yet. And the problem is the map is slowly fading away, you know? You can hide behind turret and farm for a while until your turrets disappear.
And you also often want to hide behind tank in teamfight as well, and they don't have any of those. So
No.
how the game is going to play out for HLE later in the game is something we'll have to find out later in the game. Because I have no idea how they're going to make it work. APA respecting the undertow. Gets out of the way immediately. Rift Herald does go down as Umpty wants a little bit more. Zeus pushing on this turret. That is going to be a dead outer in the mid lane.
Now the gold's even.
Yeah.
In fact, Han with a slight lead.
Oh dear, Umpty able to get out of the way of the Bone Skewer this time. There is still a turret that's up and available. Peanut's coming down. Teleported is not going to be enough as Delight delivers a bunch of money over to his teammates. Mega Inferno Bomb coming down. Delight taking some damage from that one. As Zeus also a little worse for wear. It should be that HLE can get themselves out.
They end up getting the mid turret. They end up getting the Herald right after that skirmish.
And that's going to give HLE the gold lead as well.
Yeah, exactly. So they take a gold lead. It's pretty significant now as well. All they need to really take back control of this game is for that cash-in to happen for Viper, you know? And still a ways away from that.
Peanut just took a whole lot of damage on his way in. Went through all of the mines as well. As great handshake as APA should be able to take him down, but the divine intervention onto Peanut. They just waited out. He does eventually die. I don't know whether that bailout is going to necessarily work as Delight. He's just slinked into stealth, and he'll be okay as well as Core JJ just wanted to walk this one off. Handshake going to connect, but so does the Bone Skewer as Viper really wanting to grab another one, but no need to be greedy. He already managed to cash in those adoration stacks and that gold advantage to the tune of 1,000 now. Make that close to 2 as they take another turret.
Now Viper in a really good spot here now. If they can get through this mid game, as now this Raven is going to be on the Kale here, and it's to hook onto APA. Bailout isn't really all too helpful with the Ziggs, unfortunately, because he doesn't do a lot.
APA is dead. So is Zeka though. Never mind, maybe not, as Umpty wanted to grab that stun once again, but Peanut says no, not today, and maybe he's just going to die. Instead, he's got the spear. Then he's able to take down Zeka. Now I'm trying to taxi his way out to these Krogs as Peanut really wants to get that Vault Breaker back. He gets underneath the turret, but the stun is almost back up, and Umpty will survive.
Viper.
The whirling death. They should be able to communicate this. And so Umpty just continues walking, and the General will survive once again.
Getting out with his life here. Taking stock, though. Team Liquid.
All right, Core JJ spots him out here as Yun is their target. Delight diving forward as well. Cease and desist goes down. Barrier is decent. Has the bailout, but it's not enough. And it's another kill and a shutdown to Zeus. Oh dear, this Kale is going to be a problem if she wasn't already. That's 2 kills. He's got 3 on the board now. And he's 3,600 gold ahead.
Yeah, he had a pretty significant lead from the early parts of the game over Impact, because Impact was just kind of sitting down, had no resources, but it's starting to get huge. This is going to be Otacon going over to Hanwha Life Esports as well. There's just no way to contest this. And man, TL had so many leads. They had such a great early game, but a few small mistakes around the map, and Hanwha Life just strike back again. And it's not the first time this tournament we've seen Hanwha Life struggle in the early game and just be the better team later and outplay. And that group up there is such a huge threat already.
Yeah.
And once he hits 16, I mean, it's almost lights out, you know?
And it's already sort of feeling like that as Yun is underneath the turret. The Rend, not enough to take down Viper, but he is pushed away from this turret. And Zeka, I don't know about that position. That's hyper-aggressive, but he's got the Divine Intervention. And Cease and Assist on top of Yun will be the demise of him. Zeus now going to be the focus zone. He'll get shut down as Impact trying to get aggressive, and now Delight. He's hitting the resets. His health bar is so low, but Umpty cannot get in range, and Viper gets another one. Umpty knew he wanted to kill. Will be able to take him down, but he's still going to lose the fight ultimately. And HLE They grab an ace, and now what are they going to collect? Not a lot on the map right now, but they should be able to grab this inner turret.
It's a tragedy for
TL really need to make something happen.
And they tried to kill Viper. They tried to make something happen in the mid lane just moments ago. It all went wrong. And they're trying again to try to push for that advantage.
Yep, some question marks here from Yun as they're playing protect the president as best they can. Fate's call to try and save Core JJ as Viper. He's going to be cleansing. Zeus currently untouched as there's the ultimate from Core JJ, but it doesn't quite do enough. Peanut dead yet again, but Zeus is free hitting Umpty, just trying to get him out of here, trying to zone. And I don't know whether it's necessarily working because Divine Intervention is on HLE's side and it's Reset City for Delight. APA has to run himself out of there, and HLE yet another teamfight win.
Zeus just once again takes all the aggro and then presses R.
Oh no, the Pierce is going to go wide.
Oh, it's again a tragedy. I mean, trying to group on Baron and forcing a turn. I mean, the comp does have fantastic turn. This might be the best thing that TL could do here is to try to force Hanwha Life to respond and look for a good turn. They've got the Sentinel here. They've got good vision on the entryway.
Yeah, Peanut actually trying to escape that vision as we can see Whirling Death just to soften them up as Delight finds himself yet another Bone Skewer and, oh man, into the bouncy castle goes APA. Viper gets the Divine Intervention. He's frontlining. That's their tank. Their tank is a Kale ultimate as down goes Cassante. Impact lying on the ground as is Core JJ, and it's a triple for this Kale that is now entirely out of control. Yun able to avoid the Bone Skewer, but not able to do enough damage to Delight to kill him, as Zeka is just walking forward like the orange tank that represents Hanwha Life Esports. And now I think they may just be done with game one. It was such a weird drop. It was such a poor start for HLE. But unfortunately for TL fans, it was not enough to stop them from winning.
Not enough. Hanwha Life Esports with a massive comeback win here on the back of